Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's YouTube time with Madison Christine and my coffee. It's delicious. I have a topic coming through, another cosmic dump that feels really fun and juicy and playful, and it could probably hit an edge for some people. And I love to explore edges because edges are our expansion, right? They're our opportunity. And yeah, I may say some things that could offend people, and that is definitely not my intention, but I am going to continue to push edges and have fun with that. And you take or leave what works for you, okay? So, all my sensitivity, and also I'm not holding back because that's what freedom is. So, do that for me too, please. I love it. So, cheers, you guys. Like I said, I come here and let's see what channels through. Definitely some playful energy going on here, and important lighthearted stuff here. So I'm going to discuss, or at least open, a conversation up around sexuality and creativity. You guys, in the spiritual world, I'm just going to be quite frank. So many people have had sticks up their asses. You know, like even in the yoga world, it's like, come on, bitches, let's just like relax, pull it out, okay? We'll have so much more fun and you'll actually have so much more evolution. You know, we've been given this greatest gift of creativity and sexuality and all of that. It is, I know I have yet to even taste the gift we've been given. You think about how we all got here. We got here because two people had sex, and here we are, right? It's creation. So, our connection to our creativity is our connection to our sexuality, which is our connection to spirit, right? There's been such a split in humanity and sexuality and creativity. And I'm excited to be a channel, a human being, a conduit of having this discussion, which I know this discussion has been probably in a million trillion different places, right? That is so important, right? So important and so exciting. Now, this is so important for me to add to this. I am someone who has spent years, of course, healing and undoing trauma around sex, religion, violation. So this is a topic of timing for some people because there's such a healing that is going on this planet in human beings, because you guys, we have historical memory in our bodies, we have ancestral stuff. It can get confusing. All the wirings have been very confused, and I just want to be a voice for the beauty, for the purity, for the sexiness of what love and creativity can truly be when you'll see me do this thing in alignment. And what alignment means to me, and what I mean by that is when we've been cleaning out all the cobwebs of our history, of our ancestry, and we come into contact with our true essence. It's essence to essence to essence. That's what I really, really mean. Clarity, delicious word, like I've said before, is part of that as we clean it up, right? And so that alignment is, whoa, boom, that's who I am, right? And it's, for me, when I'm in my alignment, which I feel in this moment, there's no self-doubt. There's no doubt. It's playful, it's lighthearted, it's fun. And again, as I always like to say, when I'm talking like this, I am not for one fucking second bypassing if you're in a really painful place, if you're in a really sad place. All of that feeds this, right? When we're open to letting it. I'm just not going to hang in those realms because I freed myself from that. So I'm encouraging you to free yourself by loving all those parts. That's how we do it, right? So sexuality, creativity, what is that to you? Again, here's the question. What lights you up in your being? Again, maybe you're drawn to reading certain books. Keep going, keep reading those. Follow that impulse. That's part of your sexuality and creativity. You know, maybe you're drawn again to dancing, to whatever creative project it is, making jewelry. Maybe it's with your kids, and that's just where you light up, and that's where your creativity opens up. I know when I play with kids, like I said, my best friend out here is a 4-year-old. And when I hang with him, the creativity that we share is like, whoa, that is so cool. Like the stuff that can come out because there's no rules, there's no boxes, right? There's no boxes in creativity. Maybe you're in a partnership and you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again. What about lighten that up? Do you realize the gift you have if you're with somebody and what you can do with that sexuality and creativity when you're in that safe realm, or however you do it? We all have our different ways, so that's completely individual. No judgments, none of that. Have fucking fun. That's what we're here for, to experience pushing those edges together, right? There's been so much trauma in that split. That's why we see all that darkness play itself out, like in the Catholic Church, in the religious world. Because what is that? That's repressed sexuality and creativity. Dangerous, you guys, to repress it. Dangerous. It creates a lot of pain in relationships when we don't just stay open with our partners, with whoever we are with, and discuss these things. It's a responsibility, I believe, to, if you have a history, talk about it and move with it and groove with it, right? So I'm just gonna say, what lights you up? What's juicy to you? What is your edge right now around that? If you're someone who has a deep spiritual practice, are you having fun? Is your creative sexual side opening? That's how we track it, you guys. If you're someone who just goes to yoga every day, then Whole Foods and bends over to get your fucking apple and is like, hey, look at my ass. Oh, I'm so spiritual and I'm taking my freaking green shots. Come on, let's wake up, you guys. I say that with love. I really do. And just some sass in my pants. Let's have fun with this. We've been given this experience to have fun with it and to create with it and to commune with it and to connect with it through truth, through honesty. That's how I encourage it. Because that dark side, though, it's had a place in my life too. So there's no judgment on any of it. I mean, it's pretty awesome how we can take these things and grow with them. But when we don't grow with them is when things get stuck and they can get really ugly and really painful and really dark and can end up hurting yourself and others. And that's something that, I mean, that's up to you. But I know for me, I always chose to walk through those loopholes and to expand and expand and expand. So let's heal the shame together if you choose. First, starting with self, and pull the stick out of your ass or asses. I don't care what you have to say, if what I get is nothing but tight, constricted energy. I look for energy. I don't care if you have Jesus's words or the masters or whatever it is. If it's tight and it's not open and it's not free, I'm not going to hear you. I'm not going to resonate with you. And I'm not going to judge you either. I'm just someone who wants to push the edge. Let's evolve. Let's do this thing, you guys. Our greatest teachers, holy, these kids. So I have the privilege of working with some teens that I learn from them every session. I have shivers as I talk about it. They have come in with a higher frequency, with less shame, a lighter load, right? So I have a teen right now I'm working with, female, that is sharing things that without shame, that I am so excited and ecstatic to hear that I tear up in these sessions with these kids because they're teaching me. And if they were to sit in the wrong office, a therapist might be freaking out, might be throwing modalities, might be trying to control, and all I see is these energies waking us up. They're waking me up. The beauty that I love, a gift that I have, is to be very receptive and to not need to be above and not need to be, because it's a teen, have that old realm of judgment. Oh, they're just teens. They're no, 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 no. Holy shit, you guys. Oh my gosh, they are greatest teachers. I'm constantly on my seat with these kids and I love it. And I like to bring that to the world too. So some people will receive this message and some will probably be like, what is wrong with that person if you're wanting to keep things in a box more? To me, God energy, God spirit is all about us playing in the play field and expanding. And when we see edges and we see constrictions, we learn from those, right? So it's such a powerful message to me to share that, because all of you, you know who you are, who have impacted me. I mean, thank you for sharing your freedom. Let's just keep sharing our freedoms. And the ones that want to stay down in a small place, that want to stay there, blessings to you as well. I'm just not staying there with you. You can rise. Let's rise together. That's how I feel. It's my new thing. Let's rise, right? And you know what I mean by rise. I'm not rising and bypassing, but being spiritual in my world does not mean being small and boring and in a box and judging. Those are people that are not happy. That is not an energy that is creative, right? It's not in my world anyway. So let's watch the kids, the animals, and learn from nature and the kids in that way. And those of you watching that have kids, you know exactly what I'm freaking talking about. And all my respect, because I hang with the kids and then I go home to my quiet place. So you can punch me in the face for that. But you guys, just cheers to the creative process. Cheers to being who you are. I encourage you to push your own edges, whether it's within your family system, whether it's whatever it is. Let's pull a stick out of our asses and have some fun. That's really, really what I want to share. And yeah, as I just looked up, there's a gorgeous bird flying. That's cool. I just love that. And there's snow outside, you guys. It's so beautiful here in Santa Fe. I hope you're all staying safe and warm and cozy in these changing of seasons. And thank you for being with me. What is an edge you can kind of have fun and expand with? All my love. Thank you so much. Meet you on the flip. Take care.